I hear people talk raving about the top rank cards. Like they're nice, entertaining fights. You know, here and there, of course, they're hit and misses, but you get the zone who's trying to put their footing in the market should stack this fucking card up. You want all eyes on their product. You want all eyes to subscribe for the month. You want people to come back, not just be like, oh, I'm just gonna try the free trial and after that I'm done. No, stack the fucking card, because guess what? Maybe Joseph Jojo Diaz impresses somebody and a casual fan goes, you know, I like the way he fights. You know what? I'm probably gonna stick around for another month. So maybe he fights the next time.
Mm-hmm.
Ryan Garcia, oh, I like him. I'm gonna stick around. Because guess what? I don't think the Zone got a lot of subscribers when Ryan Garcia main evented his own fucking card. I don't think so. And what sucks about streaming services, we're never gonna find out the numbers anymore. So we don't know what type of pool Ryan Garcia got. Yeah, he gets 2 million followers, but does those 2 million followers literally subscribe to the Zone to watch him fight this past Saturday? Or about 2 Saturdays ago? No, I don't think so.
I don't think so, no. I don't think so.
So, but if you put him in Canelo undercards, wouldn't that entice you to be like, oh yeah, that kid that was on the Canelo undercard? Fuck it. How much are they charging? Oh, $19 a month, and I get a lot of boxing? Fuck it. Let's just pay for the month. If we don't like it, we'll cancel it.
You know, I'm trying to think when was the last time we ever saw a very good, decent undercard when we just go, this is almost perfect. You know, this is fucking great.
I don't think
this guy in the main event.
I've never seen it.
I can't remember.
No, I did. And now people are gonna go, there we go again. You always gonna be jumping on his conch. What fight was it when we had Danny Garcia versus Lucas Matthysse?
It was the Mayweather Canelo fight.
Abner Maris versus
wasn't in the card.
Abner Maris versus Ponce de Leon, and it was Canelo card, right?
It was a Canelo, yes.
That was not a bad card.
Adrian Broner, I believe he fought there too. I believe, right?
Didn't Broner? No, that was the next one.
No, not yet. That was the next one. Oh, yeah, you're right. That was the next one.
Yeah, he found the next one, which was the undercard.
Maybe Maidana.
Maidana Mayweather card.
Yeah. But I do remember the undercard because I remember it was a pretty interesting fight. Everyone thought that Matthysse was going to win. How I thought so too. And what do you know? Garcia came out, just winning the fight.
Hey, hold on. I gotta pause this for a bit.
Oh, okay. I was about to say it's been paused. The fuck. Oh man. You got me mad. I almost liked it. Anyways, back to boxing.
Alright, so we're talking about Canelo undercard. Canelo's undercard was announced. I can't grade it. I know usually we decide to what do you think? So far, I'm not too thrilled with it, but I might be surprised. I might end up being maybe a good, decent card that we end up giving it a good grade. But
might see somebody upset Jojo Diaz. You never know that. So yeah.
As of right now, I'm not too thrilled. But I'm leading towards it. I might end up having a change of heart. I know that for sure the guys from the Fever and the Pitch are going to have their say of it, because I know I'm going to plug it again because I know you guys heard the commercial. May 4th, we got another episode of the Fight Talk with Escaleto, Mr. Lou, and Gary Merchant as basically we drink beer, wine, and eat food and try to fucking call the fight. Try is the big word here. We try to call the fight.
Yeah, that's right.
I think I called it the last time. We're like a ripoff of the Fight Companion, except we're not going to talk about our Teslas or Porsches. We're going to talk about just random shit that we're random people. So,
correct.
All right, continue going. As this card was done, Canelo Alvarez and Danny Jacobs did an international press conference, a call, and Canelo Alvarez is quoted in saying that he wants to collect all the belts. He said if Golovkin has a belt, why not make a third fight? I got a quote right here from him. Sorry.
Yeah, no, go ahead.
His quote is, "As a team, we have a goal. We plan to add the IBF to our collection on May 4th in Las Vegas. No, May 4th in Las Vegas. No, whoever wrote this is dumb. Okay."
Fuck that up now.
Because they're not fighting. No, they are fighting in Vegas. My bad. I thought they're fighting in the Garden.
Yeah, they are fighting.
My bad. That I fucked up. I honestly think they're fighting in the Garden. I don't know why.
Oh no, it's the T-Mobile Arena.
The quote continues: "The objective of this year is to win all the belts, and if Golovkin has a belt, then yes, why not? We've given the fans 2 beautiful, great fights. Why not a third fight? Let's all remember that Golovkin's next bout is close to being finalized in June, and it's being rumored it's going to be in Madison Square Garden against an opponent to be announced." Brian, what do you think of?
June 8th.
what do you think? Yeah, June 8th, it says right here in the report. What do you think of Canelo's goal? He wants to collect all the belts and adds if Triple G fights for a belt and gets a belt, I'll give him a third rubber match.
Well, that should be the part with the belts. That should be the goal. That should be the fucking goal. Like all the fucking belts, so he can claim, he can say that he is the middleweight champion.
And he'd be in a room with only a select few. Only 10 fighters have been claiming the Undisputed Championship. And we'll talk about the undercard. We'll talk about a prediction, but the women's fight is for the Undisputed Women Middleweight Championship. If Claressa Shields or Christina Hammer win their fight, they would become the 11th person in boxing history to become undisputed. Canelo, if he accomplishes his goal, would be the 12th person to do this in boxing history. Mm-hmm. So Canelo is trying to, again, chase history. But my thing is, what do you think of the comments of, I'll fight Triple G if he gets a belt?
I think that's
that's what I took. That's what I'm taking from here. Is if he has a belt, then yeah, we'll fucking fight him.
Well, that shows confidence. That's basically saying, like, yeah, of course, if he has a belt, I'll fight him. And to him, it's like, piece of cake. I'll fight Triple G again.
No, don't you still need to fight him because he gave you a rematch?
Yeah, I know, but
it's unfinished business, Brian. Unfinished business.
No, I totally get it, but for right now, in his mind, he's all like, well, I call a shot, so if he has a belt.
Belt or no belt, it's unfinished business, sir.
Oh, I understand, but that's his way of saying, like, if he has a belt, then yeah, I will give a rematch because I call the shots. That's the impression he's giving me. But I agree with what you say. That should be like that, unfinished business.
It's unfinished business here.
It's unfinished business, but...
The way I took it is, if you get a belt, I'll give you the third fight. It's like telling him, hey, don't think you're gonna fucking get the rematch just like that. You need to bring something to the table now.
Because, like I said, because I call the shots. So you get me? He's feeling he's at the top. So yeah.
I don't know. I don't like
but that. I agree. He should give him the rematch. You know, whether he has a belt or not. Which, in my opinion, I mean, there shouldn't be one. But why not?
Is he overlooking Jacobs with that statement saying, hey, my goal is to hold all the titles, and yeah, I'll fight Triple G if he has all the belts.
It sounded like it. As much as he can say, like, oh no, right now I'm focusing on this opponent, it made it sound like, no, you're sort of overlooking him right now.
You take it like that, then? I'm sorry. You take it that he is?
I took it that way, yeah. So yeah, I agree with you. I feel like he made it seem that way. I mean, I guess we can't really say what he said. You know, he really, really meant it, but so far he made it seem that way. He made it seem like, oh, I would easily wipe the floor on Jacobs and then move on Triple G. But we'll see. We'll see on May 4th. I mean, I read what Jacobs said. I believe Jacobs said something about, like, those two fights against Triple G. He said that he tried to pushed the fight even harder, he said. Once he saw these two fights, he felt even more confident. He wanted that fight.
Who, Jacobs is confident after watching him fight Triple G twice?
Yes. Mm-hmm. I read something like that somewhere. That Jacobs said that when he saw those two fights, he said, "Oh, for sure, I want to fight him next."
I mean, look, fighters see things.
Exactly.
One thing is watching it. One thing is going inside the ring and doing it, and implementing that game plan. Many fighters have done that and saying, "Oh, I can beat him. And then when he stepped in the ring, it was like, just wasn't my night, or you know what, I underestimated his skill, his speed, his power, his boxing IQ. There's always something that lands in there. So I don't know, Jacobs might see something the same way that Canelo's team sees something in Jacobs. And fighting, everyone sees something, and we'll find out May 4th. That my thing was, like I said, you're saying you're not gonna fight him until he got the title belt. Is that putting pressure on Triple G to his first fight back to be for a world title? And looking at the middleweight landscape, there's only one guy out there who I've called the dark horse of the middleweight division, Demetrius Andrade. He holds the WBO middleweight championship. So is that kind of indicating that, here's me throwing another thing at Canelo fans to fucking rattle their brains with, is that indicating that Canelo will not fight Demetrius Andrade by no means, and is telling Triple G, if you want this fucking fight, and I know you do, you better go over there across the street and fucking fight Demetrius Andrade and take his fucking belt to fight me, because I ain't going across the street to go fucking fight him.
He's a dangerous motherfucker. I'm not going over there. That's what he's saying.
To me, again, Call me a Canelo hater all you want, fucking boxing fans. Call me a Canelo hater, but
I'm sure they are, man. With the pound for pound list, I feel like they feel that way.
A lot of do, yeah. I mean, wouldn't it have been better to be like, look, I want all the belts. Whether it be Demetrius Andrade, whether it be Triple G who gets a title, I don't care. Whoever has a title, I want it. Now, my goal is to be able to have all the titles, and yeah, sure, I'll give Triple G a shot if he has a title with him. Not once do you acknowledge the other guy who has the title. You don't acknowledge Jacobs, which is telling me you're not taking him any serious in people's view, and maybe my view too. And you don't acknowledge the other champion across the table, which is Demetrius Andrade. Again, the dark horse in this fucking division. Nobody fucking wants him.
No.
He's a dark horse. Nobody fucking wants him.
The way that people describe him, how dangerous he can be.
Yeah, nobody wants him.
Who the fuck wants to be in the ring with him, yeah?
You don't look good. He is a boxer. He don't look good against him. He's a boxer. He's too good. Too good. You don't look good against him. And I've said this again. We haven't seen Canelo really fight a boxer. He's had a good fight. He's had a good run fighting guys that'll stand and bang. He's had a good time doing that. Stand and bang, not duck and weave and fucking counterpunch him. He's done a good job fighting. And I'm not saying job. He's had a row of fighters that just stand and bang with him. They've made him look like $1 million bucks.
I think Lara, right? I think was the last guy he fought that in his weight class. You know that was a boxer. I believe he was the last guy that he fought.
Yeah.
I don't count Amir Khan because they were not in the same size.
I don't count Amir Khan either.
But I believe Lara was the last guy that he ever fought that was a boxer, and again, I can't say he clearly won. That was a fight that many people believe. You know, one person says Lara won, and it was a Canelo. I can see why. But that was the last time he fought a boxer.
So, we'll see what happens May 4th. We'll see who Triple G fights. I doubt he's going to come right away and fight Demetrius Andrade. I think he's going to have a soft touch in his first fight with DAZN.
I mean, it's going to be almost a year, really. So, yeah. It should be somebody that, you know, it would, I don't know if I want to call it easy, but it should be a fight that he shouldn't really, you know, kill himself in, like Demetrius Andrade.
Demetrius Andrade is a tall order to ask him to take right now. I think he should fight number 20, 23 ranked, number 40 ranked middleweight, and then the next fight should be Demetrius Andrade or Canelo, whichever you want to do it in. Because continue with boxing news, it was not reported. It was how can I say it? Well, fuck it. There was a picture of Manny Pacquiao, the WBA regular champion. Manny Pacquiao has signed an agreement with Rizin. This is the same company that signed Floyd Mayweather to that, and I'm using air quotes, exhibition fight this is in December. Supposedly, there's an event being scheduled for April 21st involving Manny Pacquiao. Again, Brian, the boxing rumor is that Manny Pacquiao, Floyd Mayweather might fight on Rizin now. Or there might be something involving these two fighters. What do you think?
Well, the first thing I said is he going to fight the same guy that Floyd fought? Like, that's what I said.
Tensei Nasukawa.
Something like that, yeah. Or is he going to fight somebody similar to him? I said, is he going to do the same move what Floyd did? And then secondly, I go, or, like what you said, are they planning to do a second fight with them, with Rizin, whatever you want to pronounce it, yeah. That's what I said. So, something's up, I go. Whatever's the agenda of Floyd or Manny, something's really up, yeah.
No, yeah, something has to be up here, but we won't know until April 21st what's his involvement here.
Yeah, because I'm like, what the fuck is he doing over there? I go, and of course the talk is still there that he might fight Keith Thurman. So, I don't know what he's planning to do this year. I mean, I've been seeing videos of him treating his oldest son. I don't know if he's seen that.
Yeah, his oldest son. They talked about it a little bit on All Access for Pacquiao Broner, which is his son wants to get into the boxing game, and Pacquiao's kind of like, I don't think you should. I don't think you should, but I'll support it. I think he said.
But yeah, those are the things I've been noticing about Manny. That he signed with Rice and Ori. He's about to do some business with them.